Good morning, New Life, and welcome to New Life's News Break. Here's what's going on in and around New Life. On tomorrow, Pastor will be hosting a very special program on TBN. It will come on tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m. and also on Tuesday at 2 a.m. So please check your local listings to find out what channel you will be able to see our pastor bring a dynamic word on. Also, you can watch it on Facebook on the local TBN page. On today, Pastor will have a short, brief ministerial meeting at 4 o'clock p.m. as a conference call. Please check your bulletin for details. And now to our pastor for this very special testimony time.
Hello and welcome again to Testimony Time. And boy, do I have a really exciting testimony for you today. I have with me Evangelist Nicole Sloan and her son Cortland. And I want to start this off and just kind of set this up. The other day, first of all, we usually give some type of testimony about finances and what God is doing for finance. But I'm going to tell you, God is doing a lot of other things as well. And we're going to share it today, starting with you, Nicole. You said the other day, matter of fact, you texted me and said, listen, we've been to the doctor and I want you to pray for my son, Cortland. You kind of take it from there.
Right. Well, let's see. About 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago, Cortland, he got up one morning, and I probably should let him tell part of this, but got up one morning, he said, Mom, my neck is bothering me, So I said, well, you sleep so well. I said, you probably just have a crook in your neck. He said, yeah, I do. He kind of moved it around. So that was maybe, I'd say Tuesday of that week. And so later on in that week, maybe around Friday, he was still having the pain. And so I said, well, take some Advil, for it. I said, it's probably just still bothering you from when you slept wrong or whatever. And I said, take your Advil. And I said, well, come here for a second. And I said, well, let me just, check you out. So when I did, I put my hands up to his neck, And immediately, I didn't have to feel for anything. As soon as I touched him, I felt a knot on the right side of his neck. And I said, ooh, I said, you need to get that checked out. He went to the doctor Monday, and the doctor told him, well, I'll let him tell that part. Tell what the doctor said to you.
Monday, I went to the doctor, and he touched it. He was like, ooh, that's not normal. He was like, we're going to get you a CT scan, and we're going to get you checked out. So Tuesday, went to the CT scan. Got that checked out, and they were like, the doctor would get the report Thursday. So Thursday, went to the doctor. He was like, he didn't know what it was. He couldn't even say what it was. He didn't know if it was cancer, what it was. And then he finally said, we're going to have surgery to remove it.
So they called us for the other scan. We went this past Monday. But during the weekend, of course, being the mom that I am, I had already posted healing scriptures all over his room. And I said, every time you open your eyes, you look at these and you read them out loud and you say these healing confessions out loud. And I told him, I said, and every time I see you, even if you're in no matter what time it is in the house, if I feel like laying hands on you and praying for you, I am. And so every time I laid hands on him, I commanded it to shrink in Jesus' name. Wow. We prayed, and I had some of my friends come over that weekend, and my mom and two of us, you would have thought it was 100 women in my house, because we prayed. We prayed, and we believed God. And even Cortland, tell them what you did after your appointment that Thursday.
That Thursday, I went to Annex 6, and I sat down on the first pew, and I was like, God, I just give this to you because I activate my faith, and I'm gonna allow you to do what you do because you are God. And so I declared that day I wouldn't take any more Advil for the rest of that week, and that I was healed.
Monday we went for the CT scan, and they got the results back to the doctor by Tuesday. So the doctor's office called me Tuesday, and I was out. I actually was on the phone with my mom, and I said, well, let me catch this call. And the nurse answered the phone. She said, Miss Sloan, Dr. Cooper would like to talk to you. And so he said, well, Miss Sloan, how are you? I said, I'm great, how are you? And he said, well, I want to talk to you. He said, well, initially when Cortland had his scan, he said, this thing was 4¼ centimeters.
Wow.
That's very large.
Wow.
And he'd even said that in the exam. He said, but yesterday when we did the exam, he said, it has shrunk down to not even a centimeter. It's gone. It's like it's gone.
Wow.
And he was so puzzled, Pastor.
Wow.
I mean, he didn't even know what to say. He didn't know what to think.
So 4½ centimeters down to
4¼ centimeters
wow.
down to literally nothing. And now, of course, it's gone. And nothing but the power of God.
Let's go back to what happened. Let's see how we got this miracle. You got it by, first of all, interceding yourself.
Right.
Then calling others in to intercede with you. and then you claiming what everybody's interceding for.
Right. Activating
So
his
faith was everywhere.
Right,
So
exactly.
it was nowhere for the devil to work.
Right, exactly. He professed his faith, and
Wow.
we all were standing in agreement, and we knew that it was already done.
Well, thank you again for coming. I appreciate you guys
Oh,
sharing this,
absolutely.
and because it's going to bless somebody else. It really is.
Absolutely. Amen.
Now back to you, Melanie.
Thank you, Pastor, for that very dynamic testimony. Ladies, Wise Women Build is held on Thursdays at Annex 5 at 12 o'clock p.m. It is a wonderful Bible study led by our First Lady. Please come out and attend. It lasts only 1 hour. So if you're able to, please come out on Thursdays at 12 o'clock p.m. at Annex 5. New Life, it's coming back. Family Fun Night starting this month. Please stay tuned next Sunday for more details. Also, please remember to keep all of those who are bereaved and on the prayer list in your prayers, especially the 15-year-old who passed away on last week, Cordarius Hutchison. Please remember to keep his family in your prayers. And now, back to our service.